Good morning, how are you today? I hope that you're well. Just got out the shower and washed my hair because I have a child in nursery now, so I can't do these things before she goes because she wakes up at ridiculous o'clock in the morning, 4 a.m. this morning. Anyway, how are you? I hope that you're well. I am today, studio vlog day. I'm going to be bead weaving today. I found a bunch of stitch markers that I made in 2023 when I was pregnant, and they never really put them in the shop. They're all Christmassy, so I'm making some more Christmas stitch markers to add to it. So that is the plan for today. But first things first, I'm making a tea. My sister went to Morrison's and bought some new tea that we've not tried before. We've got custard cream, which are my favourite biscuits, and we have jam donut. I am going to try the custard cream tea and we'll see how it is. I'm a fan of Yorkshire tea biscuit brew. That is my go-to tea that I have all the time. So we'll see how the custard cream goes. It's a black tea, so it's a caffeinated tea, and yeah, I'm just intrigued, really. I have wanted to make these for a while. I bought, I think probably in 2023, I bought the beads to make these, and I never made them. So I've made some now. I make stitch markers if you're new here. Hello. And also Diane, but I haven't made stitch markers in such a long time. I figured it was probably time to get back to it. These little Christmas wreaths. How cute are they? Obviously, as of right now, they're not functioning as stitch markers. Got a little loop on them. I need to put the Findings hardware on them. But this is a pattern by Beading by Hannah, and they're really cute. I also then made sort of like a frosty one. This looks like it could belong at a gender reveal party. But I tried to go silver with pink and blue. I've only got 3 of those. I could do more. I might do some more green. I posted a picture on my Instagram stories yesterday and I got quite a lot of positive feedback. So I might make some more. Here are all the other stitch markers that I made. We've got snowmen, we've got snowflakes, we've got my Christmas pudding pattern that I came out with. Well, I didn't come out with the pattern, I made up the pattern. I could come out with the pattern, but I made up the pattern. Don't really understand how to do digital downloads. I've not really looked into it. Or I could just do a tutorial on it if you fancy it. I've got some Father Christmases. Like, I don't have many of each, because I was in my first trimester when I was making all of these. But yeah, I could add more. So I'm going to bead weave some more wreaths this morning, and then we'll see where we're at. I've currently got 5 of the green ones and 3 of the silvery ones. So I might do 2 more of the silvery ones and maybe 3 more of the green ones. Let's do that. I'm watching campaign 4 of Critical Role. Very excited. And then I was listening to it this morning whilst I was trying to get my child back to sleep at 4 o'clock. I succeeded. It took quite a while. 40 minutes it took. It was like, oh my goodness, that's quite intense. And then I couldn't go back to sleep. Anyway, I was like, how is this, how have we got to this point? And then this morning, as I was having my shower, I was thinking over how do we get to this point? And I thought, I think I didn't listen to maybe the last 5 minutes of the previous episode. So I'm going to go back and watch the very end of the previous episode so I know how we got to where we're at in episode 4. Because otherwise, I'm just going to be a bit lost really, aren't I?
Don't know why. A little bit of an asshole. Julian's shadow. Something a little bit thicker and more obscure about it. You have the ability to reach out to your divine sense if you so wish.
I would love to.
Julie? Ethryn, hearing you running, swivels around to look at you. Grins, ready to engage in combat. Downstairs, Primus. On a nat 20, you go for a move that should, by all rights, or fewer, you may attack with advantage.
Let's
Go! An onyx ring, and as he vanishes,
No, 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 no!
those spectral forces that
I thought I'd give you an update on the tea because I know you're fascinated. It tastes fine. Does it taste like a custard cream? No. Is it better than Yorkshire tea biscuit brew? No. If someone gave this to me and said guess the flavour, I don't think I could tell you. Tastes a little bit like a red bush rooibos tea, but I don't think it is. I think it's just a black tea. I'm not a massive fan. Don't know if I'll have many more of them. But I will because I've got a box of it. But I don't know. Not the best by any means. Popping also in to say, one, I haven't filmed myself bead weaving in such a long time. I don't have my glasses on and I'm struggling to pick up beads right now. And I forgot how awkward it is getting the angle right. So that needs to take a bit of trial and error to get that right. I kind of wish, I don't know who they're by, probably by, I don't know, Facebook or someone like that. I think they are, they're Meta glasses, aren't they? I just thought that would be cool because then you can see what I see. I'm not going to get any, who's got the money? But that would be so cool. I often think that when I'm dyeing yarn as well. It would be really cool to have like Meta glasses. So I could film what I'm doing as I'm doing it and you can see what I see. But, ooh. Oh no, it's across the road. I thought I had a parcel delivery. Yeah, I often think that would be really, really cool. But unfortunately, that's not happening anytime soon. So we'll just stick with me trying really hard with awkward camera angles. I will put the tutorial for this in the description box below if I remember, because Hannah is a really talented bead designer and she has fantastic tutorials on YouTube. So check her out if you haven't already. And that's not me talking about myself in the third person. It's a very popular name among people my age. I don't know if she is my age. She might be younger. But yeah, Hannah was a very popular name in the 90s. So, oh, my hair is dried. Can you tell? It's a frizzy mess. I'm 2.5 hours into this episode of Critical Role, and oh my goodness, it's just got so tense. You're on the wonk. Let me straighten you up. I've just made a pink wreath, but I don't know if I hate it. I might make a couple more. It's got silver and purple in between. Like, it's pretty cute, but I don't know. I can't work out if I hate it. So I might make a couple more. I've made 8 of the green ones. I might add more before. I need to work out when I'm going to do a shop update. I need to work out when I'm going to put my Christmas Eve cast on in the shop. Do you want to see the inspiration? Do you want to see it? I'm torn between 2, so I might just do both. I never do both. I always basically try to make like less work for myself. Call me lazy, I don't care. So we're either going for these star lanterns that are sold everywhere at German Christmas markets. Or we're going Glühwein, because, yeah. I'm missing Frankfurt quite a lot this year. If you're relatively new, I lived in Frankfurt for 2 years. I moved there 10 years ago, this past August. So we're either going for these cool toned pink, blue, green, purple, or we're going for warm and spicy Glühwein. I was also going to do Lebkuchen, but I think this one, I might do both because they're very different vibes. And yeah, a lot of people have said they want it to be a surprise, they want it to be a mystery. So you know what, we'll keep the surprise, we'll keep the mystery. I need to sit and work out when I'm going to put them in the shop. Mario and I are going away for a couple of days. I'm going to see Adam Ant on one evening. My sister and I are going to go and paint some ceramics the next week. Basically, there's a lot of Wednesdays that are getting busy. I usually do a Saturday shop update because it works for the most people, but maybe I'll just not do a Saturday shop update this time. I also need to order some more minis for Patreon, and I need to find the time to dye them up. So maybe I'll just put them in the shop next Wednesday, the 5th. Let's do the 5th of November. Remember, the 5th of November, firework night here in the UK, where some people seem to forget what we're remembering, but it's because we didn't do anything. I wasn't born. The plot to burn down government was overthrown. It was discovered. And so we celebrate the fact that Parliament wasn't blown up by Guy Fawkes. So that is remember the 5th of November, and we have fireworks and it's all very exciting. And bonfire night, I love a bonfire night. I haven't been to a firework night in many years. I went through a phase of like not enjoying them as much, like being there, because like the bangs can be quite loud and they used to make me jump, and I do not like being made jump, but yes, and now I have a 1-year-old, so it's kind of tricky, but I love a firework night, so I'm jazzed. So yes, firework night. Let's do it on the 5th of November. They'll go in the shop at 2 p.m. Let's do 2 p.m. UK time. We're back in GMT, folks. 2 p.m. GMT on the 5th of November. Christmas Eve cast-ons are going in the shop. I might make the listing now. Yeah, no, I'll do it on the computer. I'll do it in a bit. Let's not get distracted. Keep doing what I'm doing. I will make the listings today, though. And now I need to post on Instagram that is what I'm going to be doing. Then I just need to find a time to put these in the shop and do a little festive stitch marker update. But one thing at a time. I figured it wouldn't have been that interesting for me to show you, but maybe it would have been. I decided that the mood boards that I showed you, not the most visually appealing, a little bit boring. Hello. So I redid them on Canva. So this is mulled wine, Glühwein, and this is the star lanterns, which don't seem to have like a name that everyone uses. I've done a red blob on here, but I'm not convinced that I'm going to use a whole lot of red for it because it was based off like that one picture. But all the other star lanterns that I found, there's a whole lot more red in it, so not quite sure how that would go.
3 of your white seed beads, slide those down onto your thread like that, and now you're going to pick up 3 more and sew up through all 3 of these first ones that you've slid down like that. So now you have this, so you're coming out the top here. Now you're going to sew down through those 3 that you just added. Like that, and then back down through those 3 you just added. Okay, so you need to carry on doing that until you've got 20 rows. So right now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So keep going until you've got a total of 20 rows.
Hey folks, I won't lie. I went and took a nap because I was tired because my day started quite early. And then I've just looked up another beading pattern by Beading by Hannah. And it is for a beaded Santa hat. I was going to say tutorial. Literally the video is called beaded Santa beaded Santa hat tutorial. So that is what I'm doing. I don't know if this is going to be a stitch marker. I mean, it will be a stitch. I'm making at least this one. I don't know if it's going to be suitable to use as a stitch marker because I think it might flatten. I don't think it's going to be sturdy enough to hold its shape. So maybe it won't make, maybe I'll just make one of these and be like, cool. Next, on to the next one, because I don't think this is going to, I don't know, it's hollow, so it might just end up flattening, which isn't ideal. I have a PT session in half an hour, so I'll go and get ready in a little bit. Thought I'd try and make a little Santa hat and see how we do. At the moment, it is quite time consuming, and I'm potentially wasting my time on it, which is always a fun feeling. Anyway, I have not finished Critical Role yet. I had to take a pause because I needed to take a nap. So, yeah. I also don't think I cut off enough thread. I think I'm going to need to attach more. We'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Good morning. It's now Friday morning. Full of cold, of course. Hello. So I went to the gym yesterday, and then I picked up the pickle from nursery, and obviously because she's not on my channel at all, I can't really film an awful lot around that. And that being activities with my child, not referring to my child as that, obviously. We caught up on Celebrity Traitors, and I went to bed pretty early. As you can hear, I'm coming down with a cold. Also, my day started at 4 AM yesterday, so yeah. I was like, it got to about 8:30. I'm like, why am I so tired? I was like, oh yeah, I woke up at 4 AM. Improved today. Whilst I did wake up at 4 AM, I didn't have to get up because she went back to sleep. So this is what I worked on last night after Mario went to bed, because he was on the bake this morning. He's a baker, if you didn't know, Mario being my husband. If you're part of the Chai Latte crew or Biscuit Brew crew over on Patreon, you would have seen the start of this. But I'm making a little Granny Hexy cardigan for my daughter, the pickle. It's so quick. They work up so quick. I'm following a video from either Craft and a Cuppa or Cuppa and Craft. I think it's Craft and a Cuppa. I think that makes more sense. And yes, there are some things that I might potentially do differently in the future, but at the moment it seems to be working out okay. I think I should have sized down for the cuff. I'm using a 5mm hook. And then she goes round with the granny clusters. I'm just doing a double crochet round, US single crochet, and I could rip it out and do what she says. I don't know what her name is. It's a 2-hour video. It's very in-depth. Luckily, she's got timestamps in the description box, so I just keep skipping to what I need to do because I've been crocheting for quite a long time. So I more need it for the numbers as opposed to for anything else. But I might get some buttons. It might look a bit janky with buttons. Might pull it in a bit too much. Maybe I do need to do the treble clusters round. You know what? I'm going to finish it up doing this double crochet round, and then we'll see where we're at. But this is the wool that I got from the range Devant. It's £2.50 red multi-marble yarn. It is 90% acrylic, 10% nylon. It's quite soft. It did have some knots in it, but it's £2.50 ball of wool, so I'm just not complaining too much. The only annoyance is when they tied on the next bit of wool, okay, I'll come back to that thought. The next bit of wool, it's at a different point in the gradient, which is a bit annoying, but at the same time, whatever. A few qualms with this pattern. I'll probably go into more depth with this as in a podcast, but she has you turn back and forth as you're going round. I understand why. It's to make the hexagon more even, but it does mean that you see both the front and the back of the stitches, which not as nice. She double crochets them together, US single crochet. I have slip stitched them together on the inside, but I have also seen some people do join as you go up the thing, so it sits a bit flatter, because there is quite a noticeable little dent in the top, but that's fine. It's a toddler cardigan. Sure, she probably won't even wear it. That's fine. And what's the other thing I was going to change? I don't know what the other thing I was going to change is. But yeah, I might switch this out to do the trebles, do a row of trebles, and then I could go around with a row of double crochets. We'll see, because I might need it to join it together at the front a bit more. Because the pickle, bless her, does have a bit of a tummy on her. She has inherited my body shape at the moment, but she's a baby, so anything can change. And I could sew some buttons on, couldn't I? And just use holes in the use the holes in the granny stitch to button it up. I might do that. I might rip it out, which is a bit annoying because I'm almost finished, but at the same time I didn't finish, so that is fine. But yeah, the thought of me saying wool instead of yarn is just because I don't know if it's a British thing. I think it might be a British thing. I know that this is yarn. I know this is yarn, but growing up we always called all string that you knit and crochet with, unless it's cotton, I guess, wool. Even if it's acrylic, if it's whatever, it's all wool. It's just called, it's just the collective term is wool. But I don't want to confuse people by having you think that this is actually wool, but it's not. It's acrylic and nylon. But it's going to be nice and toasty. It's quite autumnal. I don't know how much of her wardrobe it's going to go with, but I've had a really nice time making it, so that's the most important thing. I don't know if I'm going to finish that beaded Santa hat I started, because, well, I don't think it's going to work for stitch markers, so I don't want to be wasting the beads making it and then be like, ugh, it's too big, or, well, it will be too big and also, like, not stable enough, unless I get, like, a giant bead and pop it, like, glue it in so it's the head. But then that adds weight to it. The beauty of the beaded stitch markers is they're so lightweight. So, yeah. Anyway, I need to go and edit this video, so that is what I'm going to do. Thank you so much for watching. I have Kim on to this morning, or today, because today is Halloween. I'm filming this little bit on the day it uploads. If you want to enter the Advents of December's Past make-along, link is in the description box below. I'll close it tomorrow morning. I said it was until today, but I'll give you the full day to enter, and then I'll close it tomorrow morning, or when I remember tomorrow. But it was the beautiful Kim's birthday on Halloween. This t-shirt is from Skenehead, and yeah, it would have been Kim's birthday today, so I thought it was only right that I wear a t-shirt with her beautiful face on. Yes, and thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to subscribe, that would be wonderful. I post a new video here every single week, and if you'd like to see more from me, I have a Patreon. Feel free to subscribe if you would like to, of course. It would be lovely to have you along for the ride. And social media links can all be found in the description box below. Don't forget, Game of Wool starts Channel 4 Sunday, the 2nd of November, 8 PM. Lydia from Waku Yarn is in it. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Anyway, I'm off. I'll stop being so excited now. I will see you all very soon in my next video. Bye!